In the vast infinite multiverse, where time bends and reality shatters, two godlike entities stand above almost everything, Shuma-Gorath and Dr. Manhattan. One is an ancient eldritch horror that existed before reality itself, while the other is a being who perceives all of time simultaneously and can reshape matter at will. This is not just a battle, this is a clash between chaos and control, between ancient darkness and quantum perfection. Shuma-Gorath is not just a creature, it is a force beyond comprehension, ruling countless dimensions and feeding on entire universes. Meanwhile, Dr. Manhattan is a walking paradox, a man who became a god and then transcended even that definition. He doesn't just exist in time, he experiences past, present, and future all at once. So the real question is, when a timeless cosmic horror meets a being who controls time itself, who truly stands at the top? Shuma-Gorath, the Eldritch God. Shuma-Gorath is one of the most terrifying entities in all of existence. It is older than the universe, possibly existing even before the concept of reality itself. This being doesn't follow rules, it creates its own. Entire dimensions are nothing more than feeding grounds for Shuma-Gorath. It has conquered countless universes and enslaved entire realities. Its power isn't just physical, it's conceptual. It can manipulate dimensions, corrupt minds, and twist reality into nightmarish forms. Even the most powerful sorcerers struggle to comprehend its true nature. What makes Shuma-Gorath truly dangerous is that it cannot be permanently destroyed. Even when defeated, it returns again and again, because it exists beyond normal existence. It is not bound by time, space, or logic. In simple terms, Shuma-Gorath is not just powerful, it is chaos itself, given form. Dr. Manhattan, the Quantum God. Dr. Manhattan is not your typical god. He doesn't rely on magic or ancient forces, his abilities come from complete control over matter and time at a quantum level. He can reconstruct himself, manipulate atoms, and erase beings from existence with a single thought. But his most terrifying ability is his perception of time. For Dr. Manhattan, time is not linear. He experiences everything at once, past, present, and future happening simultaneously. That means he already knows what will happen before the fight even begins. He has recreated entire universes, altered timelines, and reshaped the very structure of reality itself. In some interpretations, he becomes so powerful that he rivals the creators of existence. However, there is one limitation, his emotional detachment. Manhattan often struggles with purpose and connection, which can influence his actions. But in terms of raw power, he is nearly unmatched. He is not chaos. He is precision, control, and inevitability. Power comparison, chaos versus control. Now this is where things become intense. Shuma-Gorath and Dr. Manhattan operate on completely different levels of power. Shuma-Gorath dominates through chaos. It corrupts, consumes, and overwhelms entire realities. Its strength lies in its unpredictability and its ability to exist beyond conventional rules. It doesn't need to understand reality, it simply devours it. Dr. Manhattan, on the other hand, dominates through control. He understands reality at its most fundamental level and can manipulate it with perfect precision. Nothing is random for him. Everything is calculated. If we compare, Shuma-Gorath equals infinite chaos, multiversal domination. Dr. Manhattan equals absolute control, quantum-level manipulation. But here's the key difference. Shuma-Gorath exists beyond reality, but Dr. Manhattan can rewrite reality itself. That means if Manhattan fully understands Shuma-Gorath's existence, he could potentially erase or alter it. However, Shuma-Gorath's existence outside conventional reality makes it extremely difficult to completely eliminate. This fight becomes a battle of understanding versus existence. And this is where things escalate even further. Shuma-Gorath doesn't follow logic, which makes it terrifying, but also chaotic in a way that lacks precision. It acts like a force of nature, overwhelming everything in its path without direction. Dr. Manhattan is the opposite. He doesn't rely on force, he relies on knowledge. For Manhattan, every atom, every timeline, and every possible outcome is already visible. That means even chaos can be analyzed, broken down, and eventually controlled. While Shuma-Gorath may attack from infinite angles, Manhattan can respond with infinite awareness. However, there's still a critical factor. Shuma-Gorath's existence beyond conventional reality means it may not be fully bound by Manhattan's rules. It could resist, adapt, or even operate on layers of existence that Manhattan cannot directly access. So this is not just power versus power. It is chaos attempting to overwhelm control, and control attempting to define chaos. And in that moment, everything depends on one question: can chaos remain unpredictable, or can control finally understand the unknown? Final verdict: who wins? So, who wins? If this battle is defined by raw chaos and ancient power, Shuma-Gorath holds the advantage. It has survived countless realities and exists beyond conventional limits. But if the battle is defined by control, awareness, and the ability to manipulate existence itself, Dr. Manhattan takes the lead. Dr. Manhattan's greatest advantage is his perception of time. He already knows every possible outcome. That means he can act before Shuma-Gorath even makes a move. And more importantly, Manhattan doesn't just fight, he rewrites. Even if Shuma-Gorath exists beyond reality, Dr. Manhattan has demonstrated the ability to reshape entire universes and timelines. Given enough focus, he could potentially erase Shuma-Gorath's influence or trap it outside existence. And that is where the true difference lies. Shuma-Gorath may be infinite in chaos, but Manhattan is infinite in awareness. Chaos can destroy, but awareness can predict, adapt, and ultimately control the outcome. In a battle where every move is already known, unpredictability begins to lose its edge. But here's the deeper truth: Shuma-Gorath's greatest strength is also its greatest weakness. Its chaotic nature makes it unpredictable, but also imprecise. It overwhelms, but it does not calculate. And against a being like Dr. Manhattan, who perceives every possible variation of reality, that lack of precision becomes a critical flaw. Manhattan doesn't need to overpower Shuma-Gorath in a traditional sense. He only needs to understand it. And once he does, he can alter the conditions of the battle itself, changing cause and effect, rewriting the battlefield, or eliminating the very possibility of Shuma-Gorath's victory. This is no longer just a fight, it becomes a problem. And Dr. Manhattan is the solution. So in the end, Dr. Manhattan wins. Not because he is stronger in a traditional sense, but because he operates on a higher level of control and understanding. In a battle between chaos and absolute awareness, awareness wins. Check out my other videos for more epic character crossovers and battles. Thanks for watching, and stay happy and healthy.